February 10th turned out to be one of those days that you hope will never come when you learn that something you love will soon be no more. Jon Stewart announced that at the end of this year, he will be leaving The Daily Show. Now for me, this is immensely saddening because The Daily Show is one of those TV shows that I just can't bear to miss. I mean, what can you even begin to say about the amazing things that they've done with this show over the years? Jon Stewart over this time period has become hands down one of, and in my opinion, the most important political voice in all of media. Between his incredible level of intelligence and his ability to deliver news and satire comedically, he is truly a media icon. And his ability to stand up as a check on the rampant hypocrisy of both politicians and other media outlets is the best there's ever been. And now, he'll be moving on. However, sad as I am to see Jon Stewart leave, The Daily Show will indeed continue to roll on. In the wake of the news of Stewart leaving, much has been made about how many other great comedians have rolled through The Daily Show during Stewart's tenure. Not to mention an absolutely incredible writing staff that has been there behind the scenes the whole way. So the brilliance certainly will carry on in my opinion. It just might feel different moving on with a new voice delivering it all. So the question now is, who replaces Jon Stewart? And this is a pretty tough question to answer in my opinion. Whoever it is has some big shoes to fill, and if the show continues in its current political satire format, as it definitely should, things get even more difficult, reason being that it's not just comedy with this show, it's social commentary on a very important level in my opinion. And seeing as how independent studies have shown that regular viewers of The Daily Show are among the most informed on current issues, that's kind of a big legacy to maintain. Personally, I think the replacement will be somebody that will kind of surprise people when it's announced. Maybe somebody relatively lesser known right now that has a ton of comedic talent and a knack for politics who will step into that role and flourish. After all, if somebody had told you in 1998 that the guy from the movie Half-Baked, who was all stoked on looking at the back of a $20 bill on weed, would go on to be an iconic media figure, you'd probably think the person telling you that had just barely been mesmerized by looking at the back of a $20 bill on weed. Even if it's not a surprise choice or somebody from outside the current mix of things, I think current correspondent Jason Jones would actually be a pretty good fit. I mean, a few months back, he filled in for Jon Stewart one night on very short notice, and I think did pretty well. Also, if you've got thoughts or ideas on who you think should replace him, please hit up the comments below and get some discussion going. I'd love to hear other people's takes on this whole thing. Either way, the search for the replacement is going to be pretty interesting. The main thing now, I think, though, is to just enjoy this final year that we've got with Jon Stewart as the host of The Daily Show. It's been an absolutely incredible ride, and I'm really sad to see it end, but I am damn glad that it happened. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hey everybody, thanks again for watching the video despite the sad news surrounding it. But if you like this video, you might like some other videos of mine. On the left is a recap I did of the first 2 episodes of the brand new show Better Call Saul. And on the right was a recap I did a while back of the first episode of The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to click subscribe.